Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lindy, and I wanted to talk about, again, the homeless and stealth camping. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as stealth camping. Forget about it, okay? The homeless know, know you are living in your van. They recognize a van dweller right away. And I've had so many homeless come up to the van. It's amazing to me to figure out, that they're coming up and they're doing things, and you just have to be really careful. But I had, I told you about the guy that was flipping out and all this other stuff. Well, he has come back, and no matter where I'm at, my hair is sticking up. No matter where I'm at, he'll find me. He's now my best friend. Yeah, yeah. How are you doing? And all this other stuff. And you know, I just don't need any friction. So, yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, how are you? And every time he asks me for money, and every time I give him the same answer, and that's why he had the hissy fit before, because I didn't give him money. So, he says to me, well, I'm better and I'm on my medication, and I'm not taking any drugs today, so I'm in a good mood. And I'm happy for him, I'm glad, I'm glad. Um, and he goes, but I still need money. And I said, and my answer is going to be the same. So if you want to have another hissy fit, just go right on and do it. Because I have no money. I don't carry money with me. I don't have any for you. I'm not going to give you money. I don't care how many times you ask me. I'm not giving you any money. I just don't have it. I don't have any on me. And I assure you, I don't give out money. I just don't. I said, if you want a bottle of water, you want a piece of food, I'll be more than happy to give that to you. But I don't give anybody money. I don't have money to give you. I live off my debit card. So, that whole scenario has kind of calmed down a little bit. But others have come up to me. I mean, it's a twice a week at least, maybe three times, always wanting something. Now, most people are pretty polite about it. Today I went to Walmart and I did some grocery shopping, and I said, "Oh, I I don't normally stay at Walmart, so but I thought I'll just stay for an hour or so before I drive, back home, and because it's a little ways and costs a little money, just in case I forgot something. Plus, I take out all my food out of the wrappers and I put them in plastic bags, and then I get rid of the trash in their trash cans. It's their trash. So if I buy Diet Pepsi, I take it out and put it in containers, and then I take the boxes that they come in and I put them in the trash. Same with food. If I buy a cooked chicken, it comes in this big old thing. I have no room for that, so I always put it there. And I knew I saw this RV, and it was a couple spots away, and I wasn't really paying much attention to it. And then I saw this homeless man come up to the RV, and of course, the homeless man comes out of the RV. You can tell. And so one homeless man comes up to me because he's got his bike and his food and his dog. They both have dogs, which is another whole story, but I don't really like that. But that's neither here nor there. Um, and I guess he has a dead battery. Now, there's hundreds of cars there. Why would you walk up to me and, oh, do you have some battery cables? Can you help him get his battery started? I said, number one, I don't have battery cables. And number two, I wouldn't do it. I don't know how. Oh, well, I do. I said, yeah, but I'm not trusting you with my car. I don't have the cables. He's very nice. Okay, no problem. No problem. I said, there's hundreds of cars here. You can ask a man. Men usually carry all that stuff. I don't carry it. Don't ask me why. I guess I should. But I don't. Okay, I don't carry it. But yesterday was more interesting. I had a young girl come up to me, and she wanted water. and which I keep a 24 pack in the front seat for any homeless. I give the homeless water because it's really hot out here, and you can't do without water. And of course I would. And she goes, well, I'll give you money for it. And I said, no, that's not a problem. I'll give you, because people give me this. People go out and buy me water. I mean, it's amazing, and give me 24 packs of water and stuff. So I like to share, and I'm more than happy to share with younger. Well, she really broke my heart because she was very lonely, and she just started talking. She's 27 years old. She just got out of jail. She turned to crime. I mean, her whole story was so sad. And she said to me, I'm just worthless. And I said, no, 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 no. No one is ever worthless. Only if you believe it. You can't accept the judgment of other people. And if they tell you that, they're wrong. No one is ever worthless. And we just had a talk, and I tried to help her. And I said, you're young, you're beautiful, you have your health, and you just need a different path. Just but what she was telling me, I'm interrupting, I mean, this whole story. She was telling me that they have a key program here in California. And if you're homeless, you get a key to a hotel room for a year. You can stay at a hotel for a year free, and the state will pay for it. They also pay for all your food. Uh, I mean, she was telling me stuff I didn't know. I had heard something, but I didn't know. And she wanted to offer to help me to get into a motel. I said, no, 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 we're not going to do that. But I was just amazed at what California's paying for the homeless. We have hundreds of thousands of homeless. And she was saying that a lot of them won't accept you because a lot of the homeless won't accept it. They want to be on the street. They don't want to be anywhere. They want to be on the street. It's too easy. They get free medical, free food, free everything. And they don't want to be in a shelter. They don't want to be in a home. They don't want to be in an apartment. They want to be on the streets because to them it's an easy life. Now, I understand that these cars, I don't know, I'm right here on a street and I never can figure it out. They come too close. They come within inches of my van. I don't understand it. So, anyway, um, where was my train of thought? That young woman just got way too close. Um, so this was kind of interesting to me. Now I knew because as I've told you before, I used to feed the homeless. I worked at KFC, and at night I would pack up all the food. We could take home food. We just couldn't give it to the homeless, or we had to throw it away. And I refuse to throw it away. I will not throw it away. Good food. If I can take it home and eat it, I can give it to the homeless. So every night I worked, when I closed, I packed up all the food and I would go and take it to the homeless shelter or the homeless. And mainly, I knew a lot of the homeless on the street, and I knew certain ones, and they knew I would bring the food over every night, and they would wait for me, and then they would pass out the food. Now, we weren't supposed to do that, but I'm not throwing away food. Not when people are going hungry. It. So her whole story. See, I'm getting everything's going crazy here. I don't stay on the same subject. Um, she's 27 years old. She can't do a job. And she said to me, I'm broken. And I said, then figure out how to fix it. Just, you're not broken, but maybe you are. But you need to figure out how to fix it. And she goes, well, I just keep turning to crime to support my habit. And I said, well, you know what it is. So somehow you have to figure out how to resolve this for yourself. You know, but it was heartbreaking to me. Sorry, I have to have a drink. to see a young woman, 27 years old, very attractive, intelligent. She has a brain. She's got good health. Uh, I, it's so sad to me. It's just so sad. She believes she's broken. Maybe she is. And she believes she's worthless. She's not. No, I don't believe anyone is. But how do we confront this, and how do we help them? And I'm not sure. She wants to come back and visit me, and I said, of course. When I'm here, in a certain place, I come just about every day. Not every day, but just about every day. Just come over, and and I'll be more than happy to talk to you. And when she left, she thanked me and said she felt better. But my drink. But so when I talk about the homeless, they're all over the place, and you as a van dweller are going to have to deal with it. Um, there's some that are angry, some that are on drugs, some that are like her, they're lost and they don't know what to do, and you don't know how to help them. It's a very hard thing to figure out, but at least they have an apartment or a motel room, and I don't know what else to say, but I will say there's no such thing as stealth camping. Not in a city, not, and I'm not even in a city. I'm not even in a big. I'm in a tiny town that has massive homeless. They're everywhere, and there are continually new ones coming in every day. Every day I see someone new, and I recognize our homeless because I've been talking to our homeless for at least 12 years. So I know most of them, some of them I give things to because I see they don't have like a cooler. So I give them a cooler or, bottled water, might give them a gallon. But these are the ones I know, and I know that they have, issues. And as long as they're pleasant and we speak, it's the angry ones that you have to kind of, stay away from. But I try to respect, the other ones that come up, and I try to be as nice as I can, but I will not give money. Never. Never. Number one, I don't carry it. Number two, even if I did, I would not give it to them. I don't believe in it. I've always bought them meals. I can remember in the 80s and 90s taking young girls, giving them money to make a phone call, and I stand there while they make a phone call to their family, and they get out of it. They've run away from home, they don't know what to do, and they're getting into prostitution. And if they need my help, I will give it to them. And I will pay for their phone call to go call home and their parents have to pay for the bus ticket, but I will pay for the phone call, and I will take them to a phone. So, it's a hard route, but van dwellers really have to be careful. If you're going to be in a town or a city, even out, the other thing is, so I'm going to travel, okay? So you're going to travel. Great, good. Rats, scorpions, bears, snakes, bugs, ticks. Oh my goodness. Everything under the sun is out there. So what's the difference? I don't get it. You know, people or animals and bugs and creatures. So it's kind of, I'm not against bugs and creatures, but I don't want rats in my van eating my wires. I don't want rats. I don't want mice, but I don't want rats either. I don't want snakes. I don't want bugs or scorpions. All this is kind of, I'm a city girl. It's kind of scary, all this time. And I've driven cross country 7 times by myself. But I don't stay in the desert. I don't, live in the woods. And I don't know. I don't know. You know, everybody wants me to travel, but I'm like, I don't know. Gee, not that good, I don't think. That's just me. So I got to get over that, I guess. I mean, eventually want to travel, hoping the gas prices go down. But they're just so high. I can't afford to travel. There's no way. There's no way. Gas is way too expensive to be traveling. Unless you got a lot of money. When you're on a budget, it doesn't work. So, this is my talk today. I mean, this is, I'm trying not to talk too much, just show things in the van. But sometimes you have to talk about it because everybody's aware of the homeless scenario. And there's as they used to say in some TV program, a million stories. And there are a million different stories of why or what for or, you know, who are they blaming. And it was surprising. She said, all of this is my fault. I'm responsible for everything, which I think was a huge step for her. The minute you recognize you're the problem, you're the only one who can solve it. You can't expect other people to solve it. You have to recognize it and you have to solve it. So she's pretty interesting and a sweet girl, and I hope that I get to see her again. But of course, I don't trust her. I would never let her in my van. I'm never going to give her money. Not going to do any of that. But I'm available if she wants to talk and she's lonely, and she's very lonely. So, and that's the other thing I told her. Loneliness is in your mind. If you like yourself and she goes, well, I'm always looking for love. Love yourself. Can't you love yourself? That's the love you need. Other people can't provide everything for you. You have to provide something for yourself. If you like yourself and you love yourself, then, it's great if somebody else loves you. It's wonderful. But don't depend on it. You are born alone and you will die alone. So in between is magic. And just make the best of it. So thank you. I want to thank all my subscribers. I have 21, which is more than I ever thought I'd have. And I lost one. I had 21 and then I lost one. And I was freaking out. My son said, you have to stop and go, what'd I do wrong? What'd I do wrong? He goes, nothing, Mom. Sometimes the people don't want to hear you. They just change their minds. They don't want to subscribe. But it was a little scary. I'm like, oh my God, what'd I do wrong? But anyway, so I got over that fast. You guys, thank you so much for watching. And I hope that you send me comments if you want me to show you something. I'm getting ready to show you the toilet. It's a little different. I don't think you've seen this toilet before. I haven't seen anybody who has one except me. And then the bed and how I messed it all up. I mean, yeah, this is a crooked van inside. There's not a lot of straight lines, but it's solid. Everything's screwed to the frame. That I got right. So I'll see you next time, and you enjoy your day. But thanks again.